and gentlemen, Flip Mo J Records recording artist, Busta Rhymes and Bad Boy Records.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. So to some, he's a hip-hop legend, and to others, he's nothing special. Today we'll take a look at Busta Rhymes' hip-hop career and what led to his downfall. Today's topic is, what happened to Busta Rhymes? But before we get started with the video, don't forget to click on that like button and subscribe to the channel. Trevor George Smith Jr., or better known as Busta Rhymes, was born on May 20th, 1972 in Brooklyn. His parents moved him around a bit, moving from Brooklyn to Long Island and then to England. While he lived in the US, he went to Uniondale High School in 1991 with other legendary rappers, Biggie Smalls and Jay-Z. In 1990, him and 3 other friends formed an East Coast hip-hop group called Leaders of the New School. The group earned their first opening act for Public Enemy, and this was the start of something bigger for them. Busta Rhymes got his nickname from Chuck D, who was in Public Enemy, and later on in 1990, the Leaders of New School started recording their debut album.
The school I wrote notes and took quotes from Shakespeare and other types of rhymes to show you that I can.
Their first album, A Future Without a Past, was released in 1991 through Elektra Records. In 1992, they worked with A Tribe Called Quest, and in 1993, the group released Time, The Inner Mind's Eye. Busta Rhymes started to outshine the rest of the group because of his different and advanced rap style. His parents were born in Jamaica, so he incorporated his culture into the music. He wore dreads and also used the Jamaican slang words when rapping, and this was something that the New York rap industry has not seen before. The group ended up breaking up because of his overnight success and other problems within the group. They ended things on the set of a TV show, Yo! MTV Raps. So in the summer of 1992, Busta Rhymes started collaborating on songs with Big Daddy Kane, Another Bad Creation, Biggie Smalls, KRS-One, and Brad Nubian. The following year, Busta Rhymes made his acting debut and appeared in Who's the Man with his old group members and another film, Strapped, which was a crime thriller drama film, and another drama film, Higher Learning, alongside Ice Cube and Omar Epps. So going on to 1994, he continued to collaborate and appear on songs with A Tribe Called Quest, Puff Daddy, LL Cool J, and more. He teamed up with Biggie Smalls, Bone Thugs and Harmony, and Coolio to record The Points and appeared on the 1995 film soundtrack for Panther. In the summer of 1995, Busta Rhymes started working on his first album, The Coming, and it was released in 1996. The album featured the hit singles, Woo-Ha, Got You All in Check, Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Could See, and Fire It Up.
Check it out. Hit you with no delaying, so what you saying, yo? Silly with firm like Tom Cruise. Please, let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, breaking shit down to molecules. Yo.
His first album became a success, and the music industry predicted he would be one of the most successful rappers in the US. In 1998, he recorded his second album, Extinction, Level Event, Final World Front. Give Me Some More reached 6 on the charts, while What's It Gonna Be, featuring Janet Jackson, performed well on the charts as well.
Give me some more. Everybody spread love. Give me some more. If you want it, let me hear you say it. Give me some more. Flash with a branch, give me my cash.
So once again, his unique rap style was admired, and fans realized how fast Busta Rhymes can rap and were amazed by his speed. So in 2000, Busta recorded Anarchy, which was his last album released on Elektra Records. He signed to J Records shortly after the release. His next album was titled Genesis and featured appearances by Mary J. Blige, P. Diddy, Kellis, just to name a few. The hit single, What It Is, featuring Kellis, was the most popular song on the album. The album didn't do too well in sales, but his 2 singles, Break Your Neck and Pass the Kovose, Part 2, were hot singles. Busta's career was slowly starting to decline, and the release of his 6th album, It Ain't Safe No More, was a flop. Although the singles I Know What You Want, featuring r.kelly and his old crew, the Flip Mode Squad, and Make It Clap, did receive some attention. He left J Records after this album and then signed to Dr. Dre's Aftermath Entertainment through Interscope Records. Busta was featured in a video game in 2004 and also 2006 called Def Jam Fight for NY as a fighter. Busta's next album is what got him back on top in the rap game. The Big Bang was his first #1 album ever and sold over 209,000 copies in its first week. It even earned a spot on the charts, but unfortunately part of the album was leaked, which messed up the song lineup on the album. So although Dr. Dre and Swizz Beatz helped him produce some fire hits, they departed ways in 2008 after some creative differences.
Watch it,
Remix.
turn it, leave it, stop,
Part
format.
2. See, now you know who to go.
So later in 2008, Busta made a deal with Universal Motown and made a song for the video game Grand Theft Auto 4 as well. He released yet another album, Back on My BS, in 2009, and it was debuted fairly high on the #1 spot on the charts. But he only sold 122,000 copies, and the album was a flop. This was his first album to not receive a certification. He also ran into legal trouble with his single, A-Rab Money, so it was banned from the album due to it being offensive. So moving on to 2009, he started working on his 9th album, but no word of it being released. In 2010, he switched album titles, but it was still not released. So during this time, Busta decided to start his own record label as well, but this didn't last too long either. He began working again with other artists in 2011 and featured on Chris Brown's Fame album on hit single Look at Me Now.
You ain't never gonna stop me. Every time I come, a nigga gotta set it, then I gotta go, and then I gotta get it, then I gotta blow, and then I gotta...
The single became a huge hit, especially Busta's verse, and this was the highest chart entry he's ever had on a Billboard 100. He received 6 BET Award nominations for the single. He did some performances here and there and appeared on some more collaborated singles from other artists.
Come on, Charlotte. Come on. Queensbridge down the Long Island. Come on. Bronx nigga. Come on.
Later on in 2011, it was announced that Busta signed to Cash Money Records. He finally released his 9th album, Year of the Dragon, and it featured some hit artists at the time like Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and Trey Songz, just to name some. The album didn't appear on the charts, but it released for free on Google Play in August of 2012. So Busta had some more problems with his label and ended up getting moved to Republic Records and then left there as well. He left Cash Money Records in 2014 due to similar issues with creativity. So fast forwarding to 2018, he released a single featuring Missy Elliott and Kelly Rowland by Epic Records called Get It. 50 Cent also started some random beef with Busta over Instagram, but it didn't carry on for too long. Definitely on the childish end in my opinion, but Busta actually deleted the posts, so it's nowhere to be found anymore. He began working on yet another album in 2019 along with his longtime friend Dr. Dre. So, maybe a new album in 2020? Will he make another comeback? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Busta Rhymes also has some run-ins with the law from 2006 to 2009 that we didn't discuss earlier, but he's appeared in multiple films, TV shows, and video games. So how did his popularity seem to be so inconsistent? What are your thoughts? You can mention them in the comments below. So thanks for tuning in as we looked at the roller coaster of a career Busta Rhymes lived. He was definitely someone who faced a lot of adversity for some of his controversial lyrics, but he helped break some hip-hop barriers down just by being his true, authentic self. If you enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.
I'm not gonna let it be my last, but you know.
This show is brought to you by Jam Time Machine Radio, the finest of old school black and pop music. Check out www.jamtimemachine.com and listen to non-stop old school black and pop music. Jam Time Machine Radio, more than just music.